Well, good morning, everyone. How you all doing, Whittler Dave? Well, I'm sitting outside on my new deck that I just built. I got to finish it up a little bit and do some other things to it, but missing one board for the steps that I built. But when I go to Burger King tomorrow, I'll run over to Home Depot and grab that board so I can finish the steps. The other thing, it's bigger. If you've been to my barn before, you knew how small it was. Now I can get more carvers out here and we can sit around and chit chat and just carve. So that's what I'm looking forward to. Maybe we can do a video of all of us carvers just sitting around. Wouldn't that be fun? Put it on YouTube. I'd love that. But anyhow, working on that fat gnome again. There's his beard. I'm starting to set his arms, his coat, his jacket, stuff like that. Very simple. Got to get all these profile lines in and everything. But anywho, let's just get you down here. You don't want to look at the old man. I'm going to tell you that right now. Let's get you down here where you can see it. Now, like I said, we're just profiling the arms and stuff like that. And I got the jacket profiled, the bottom half. You know, don't worry about all the fancy carving right now. Set your lines. That's what I tell everybody. Just set your lines. That's all you got to do. Set the lines. Yes, and oh, it's a beautiful morning out. I'm hoping this Wednesday, I think my wife is off. And so if she's off, then, and the weather's like it is right now, this would be awesome. I'm going to drag out the bench and get that leaf out and start doing the leaf bow carving. I gotta make sure my adze is nice and sharp and my hatchets are nice and sharp and, you know, all that stuff. Tune them up a little bit. And I'm gotta find my heavier mallet, you know, because the mallet I use on some of this stuff here is a light mallet. You know, it's fruitless to even try to use that mallet on that leaf carving because you got to really drive those chisels, so you need something heavy. I've got a dogwood mallet that I've had for years. It's made out of an old dogwood tree limb, stuff like that. Just something heavy. That's all I'm doing. Oh shoot! Right now I can hear the birds. That's what's nice. The birdies, and all that. Why I like carving outside. I feel the mountains calling me. Sometimes I'll just jump in the truck, and sometimes I'll take a lunch, or I may even take my little portable grill. I don't know. I can take my grill and just zip up in the mountains and sit in the back of the truck, and you know, or I do know a place that's got way up in the mountains. It's got a picnic table there. And it's right by the water, so I may sit there. I just don't know yet. And just spend the day there in the mountains, listen to Mother Nature. There's really no one around. You got to have a pickup truck just to get up where I'm talking about. And you know, I own two pickup trucks, so we can get them up there. And just a place to go and just relax and hide. Let Mother Nature talk to you as you're carving. I'll get his army set. See, we're just getting his arms set right here. Just getting all this profiled, pocket, stuff like that. His arm dives into his pocket. I don't know, I'm just carving, folks. There's no blueprints, no right, no wrong, nothing like that. And I'll add all the shadow points to it, and you know, stuff like that. And that's why I started out with when I glued this block up, she was 6 inches by 6 inches. And now it's not. I wanted a block where I could make the wood move and flow and bend and just like water. It flows like water. It's got movement to it. Make sure you hit all your surfaces. Always do that. Don't leave a surface that's not carved. It's going to be a pocket. And with this much wood, I can do a lot more to this. I'm not as limited as my small little ones. Nope. Man, I like this deck. Like I said, if you've been to my shop before, people will remember the original deck that I had built. You know, a lot of this was built out of scrap. The floor joists and the rim joists and all that. That's all out of scrap. Nothing fancy. The only thing I've really bought is some hangers and the top decking that I'm setting on. Other than that, Brian brought me over a bunch of 2x6s that come out of this old basement over here. And, you know, I'll seal them up so they'll be fine outside. But folks, this is how things were built back then. You didn't have the big box stores like you got now. You utilized what was laying around. You learned to survive. And that's just how I build. That's how I carve. That's how I do anything in life. I learned to survive. Yep. I come from a different time. I think I come from the best time. I really do. Alrighty. See? Right there. We're getting pockets. His hand's going to dive into this little pocket. Stuff like that. The shoesies. And then you just say, okay, like, how about like that? Yeah, that looks good to me. Yaddy, yaddy, yaddy. And the top of his pocket. Let's cut this right here to get his other pocket. Oh. Here's the church bells. A lot of times they'll play music. They'll tell you the time naturally. They play different church bells for different music, and I love that. I do. That's good enough. These little pockets are going to look scrunched up a little bit. It's just an old wore out coat. That's all it is. Yeah. I'm hoping that it's decent Wednesday, so I can sit out here and just talk to you folks. There's going to be several videos of that bow, of that leaf bow. There's no way that I can do it in one setting. There's just no way. Right, the first thing I'll be doing is profiling it. You know, getting the profile, rough shape profile, and everything. That's what I'm doing right here. I'm just getting the profile. That's all I'm doing here. Yeah, there's going to be several videos of it, and, but you'll get to see the whole process. That's my whole game, is to make sure you folks see the process of making that. I've done, this will be the third one I've done. The first one I did, I think it went into, I think it was right around Pennsylvania area. And this will be, and then another one I did, I'm not really for sure where it went. It sold last year. And then I made this up last year, but then weather and stuff like that just didn't play right. So I've had it sitting in the shop, and then I got that big tray that I'm doing. It's out of hickory. I think it's hickory. Don't quote me on that. I gotta look at it again. I deal with so much wood, folks. I deal with all kinds. I just don't deal with one. I deal with a lot. Yes. Gotta watch the old-timey rule here. I don't want to overdo it. And I apologize that my big old fat hand's in the way, folks, but there's not really much I can do there. One, I gotta hold on to it. Two, I gotta turn it. That's why I don't, that's, you know, I had a guy ask me one time, he goes, why don't you fasten that down? Then I'd be turning the table. That would be impossible for me. I jump back and forth. Because this thing is literally talking to me. Knock off that edge right there. You can see pocket right there. Pocket, shoe, arm. I mean, it's not even, you know, jacket. There's just nothing even close to be done. Bottom of the jacket. Just setting lines. It's a mythological carving. It's just a gnome. Have fun at it. And again, I was asked, you know, where did I buy this pattern? Folks, I designed this pattern. This is mine. You know, this is just, and anybody can design a pattern. You know, and you don't have to put all the lines in. Don't worry about that. You know, and guy asked me about the nose and stuff, and it's fruitless to draw all the lines in when you're carving. All you're doing is wasting your time, because you're going to carve them right out. So I don't draw all that. And I draw with a knife most of the time. Now see, we're working on the jacket. Just the profile line. It's all got to get carved. There's this bottom of his, like his pants. The bottom right here. And everything. That's all we're doing. Let's change the knife. Yeah. See? Jacket, pants. Lot to profile. You can see that. Just lots to move out. But that's why I started with a big block. That's what you want to do. Start with a mass, and then you just, the door is open. The door is open for you. And then, you know, for you know what, you got movement in the carving. The carving is movement. The material that you're, like this jacket's got movement. The pants is going to have movement. You know, all of it's got movement. The hat has a ton of movement. It's all been cut with a hatchet. got the movement in it. And that's the whole thing I want. I want it to look like it's just flowing. Oh yeah, see now you can see that right there. Hang on folks. You can see that right there. You know, got the beard going up and all this right here. Yeah, it's just moving good. Yeah. Yep, 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 yep. Let's lose this hard line right here. Just some hard lines, just arms and all that. It's coming out. It is. Alrighty. Now, I need to get this a little deeper that way, because that's part of the jacket, so it needs to dive under a little bit deeper. It's flat here, so the jacket needs to go underneath this hat just a tad more. That's why I'm seeing it. And this is the beard, mustache, the whole kit and caboodle. Yes. A lot to clean up here. Try to carve as clean as you can as you carve. That's the whole thing. I had a baby bear to jump up on my deck yesterday after I built it. Yep, I'm looking at him like, okay, and I had to scurry him off because Mama was close, I can guarantee you. He was just staring at me and I was working on this deck. I was like, nope, you need to be off the deck and everything. Your mama's close. Alright, that's roughed in. It's not carved, it's just roughed in. That's all this is. Just roughed in. Yes, I like that better. Big arms, mustache, it's all got to get carved. All that, let's see. Yep, a lot to do over here. Okay, let's see here. Let's go ahead and put this in right here. The sole of his shoe. There you go. Trying to give you guys an idea what I'm seeing. What I'm trying. And I gotta get ready to set up for Burger King tomorrow. The young lady that is, you know, taking classes of how to carve a gnome, doing that one-on-one. I'm doing the same thing, and she's doing the same thing. That way she can follow me. So, to me, it's one of the best ways to teach people. I call that one-on-one. And I bring extra ones in case somebody wants to, hey, I wanted to like to do that too. Well, sit down here. Got an extra couple in here. And let's go with it. Challenge me with a good time. I like teaching people, opening up your brain and making you think a different way and making you see life. You know, create beauty. God gave you a brain. That's your computer. That's you've always been born with a computer. You just got to learn to reactivate it and open it up and listen to it. It's talking to you and all that good stuff. It's talking to you. Alrighty. I'll show you this in a minute. Now see, I've just created the shoe. See right there? There's the sole. There's the top of it. Now it's not nearly done yet. Actually, we're just profiling. Pocket's not as flat. It's got to get carved. Rest of that shoe's got to get carved. All that's got to get carved. Then we'll get over here. We got to get all this carved in. Yada yada, the arm on around, the jacket. Like I said, this is all flat. This is all flat. Still got to work on the hat. Here's flat marks. These are all flats. You know, all this underneath here, that's a flat mark. You know, you just got to really look at your carving. Let it talk to you. I can see where the chisel stopped when I was doing the chisel work right here. I can do that with a knife. But you just want to look to it at it and get your carvings in a different light. Don't just take them outside and look at it. Set it off to the side before you think it's done. Look at it. You know, trust me. I do that all the time, and I'm like, whoops, now I see something. So then you can fix it before you add the finish to it. If you're painting it or you're staining it or whatever, look at it before you think it's done. Take it out in different lighting. Trust me, it does work. No one's perfect. There's no right. There's no wrong. You know how I am. Nothing like that. Just enjoy carving like I do, building, making. If you're an artist and you got somebody in your hometown that wants to learn to carve, teach them. That way us artists never die. You'll live on through another artist, and they'll say, well, so-and-so taught me how to do this years ago, and that's why I can do this. Teach. You know, teach. You know, don't be afraid to show your love to people. That's how it will grow. And if you come here to Tennessee, you can jump on Google Maps and type in Whittler Dave, and that's going to bring up my profile, my address. Everything about me is on Google Maps. How to get to my house, the whole 9 yards. You know, daveposton@gmail.com. That's the other thing. Leave me a personal message. Like I said, please send me videos and stuff and of your carvings, because I've seen all mine. I know what I can do. I want to see what you do. Lord have mercy. I've been doing it for a long time. Doing a little whoop whoop whoop-de-doo. That's all we're doing here. We're just playing around. You know, I need to get off here. Stop, you know, just don't make this too long. We've got arms profiled now, pockets profiled, coat jacket profile, the bottom of the pants profile. I'll jump over here and do all the same thing. Just keep profiling until I can get it the way I see it. You know, in the old Google brain. I like him. He's going to be pretty neat. Well, let me get you up here. Hey folks, remember one thing. Appreciate and love everyone. Thank you all for, you know, watching my videos and giving me likes. Make sure you push the like button. Please leave me a comment. Appreciate and love everyone that's been doing that. remember, just get out there and carve. That's all you need to do. And Whittler Dave will just talk to you later. You all have a blessed day, and I thank you.